Hello and welcome back to our Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. We're just in the middle of getting stuff set up here, so we'll be with you very shortly while we let everything loads up here. Uh, it takes longer and longer to check for content that doesn't exist anymore. Whoop, there we go. And there now. As it's loading, and shortly after we went off air last episode, we did have a slight problem of the game froze on me before I could save it. So I had to redo that little area just outside of the village that we had done. I stumbled upon a quest that I didn't realize was up there, and I will show you who they are. Basically, we just saved two people from some Darkspawn, but they are people that are recurring characters throughout the game. Okay, but we do have everybody fully equipped. I will show you where that was, and of course, if you totally missed out on everything and are new to the channel, I am Taki, and this is our would-be hero of Ferelden. So where that other quest was is just up here. And the moment you get to the bottom of this, it triggers the quest. Okay, and then when you come up here, there's two dwarves up here who have now left. But yeah, there's a pair of dwarves up here whose lives you will save from an assortment of demons. Now we don't want to go out that way. And I did see we have some baddies over here that had respawned. Oh, we got wolves. Oh, that's right. We picked up some new quests. Oh, that's a lot of wolves. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I forgot. We had picked up some new quests. I'll show you those. Nature of the beast, broken circle, lock room. Chantry's board. So we finished the bandits, and now we have there's some infected bears, and we got to find the orphan's mother, the kid we met earlier. Aw, really? Like, just lying out in the open? Well, Not the best way to resolve that quest. I can think of ways I'd much rather have resolved it. Nothing here. There's supposed to be bears. There we go, bears. Oh, there we go. We've killed the infected bears. I think. I want to make sure we just give another little loop. There's our dead speeders from earlier. Okay, so yeah, we got them. Oh, up one side, but not the other. We'll go back to the chantry board. This gets us experience and, more importantly, money, because as we level up, better gear will show up at the shopkeepers. And if we manage to level up enough, we've got a ways to go, but if we get a skill point, we are going to pick up a point in trap making, so we can do the quest for Takita over there. First, we got to come over here, talk to brother. There, we turned in quests. There are no quests available. Okay, Okay, so we still have that one. That's going to be delivered to Redcliffe. We got the Blake quests. So we are caught up on quests. Well, let's see. What does he have for merchant supplies? Okay, so yeah, so we are now up to the point where we have Iridium available. Keeper. Where did we get that? That's tier 3. We got tier 4s. We can sell that back to them. Oh, 1 second, but I'll go into stuff he shouldn't be. You get. Lay down. Quit getting into trouble. Found something I left lying out in the kitchen. Okay, so this will get better armor, but we don't lose the physical resistance. That gives better armor. We still get physical resistance. Okay, let's go back up to the top. Um, Nothing there. Alistair's got a dwarven longsword. Compared to the Oathkeeper. Okay, so Oathkeeper is better. Alright, so he's going to equip that to Alistair. There. Back to the main set. With that, give her the fire arrows. And then as her secondary, give her the dagger. There. I still got her like that. Okay. Oh, because we left her on that. Okay, so it just automatically puts the dagger as your primary weapon. Okay. Into the refuge and Thorn of the dead gods. Wow. And we're going to equip that. That's Morgan, Liliana. Able to wear the splint mail. Okay. Talk to him again. Sell this. Oh, no, I didn't want to exit. That could very well allow us to complete that quest with the girl. And then that will give us all of our quests in here done. Okay, so because we didn't have trap making, we can't ever do the quest? And one last check out here to make sure we haven't forgotten anything. I feel like this is something we're supposed to be able to go into, is this tower. And in the bushes, no. The tree's got to be something later on. Just not right now. So double check. I know there's a chest back here. Did we get it? Yes, good. We freed him. So we are done everything there is to do here. Okay. Nope, not that one. That one brings up the map. Okay. Okay, I'll be back in one quick second because the dogs are telling me they've got no water. The banter between these people. Alrighty, okay, so I am back. Lillian and Morgan have had their discussion. Well, that's right. The way out of here is up this way. I ran the wrong way to get out of here. Yeah, there's nothing behind here, right? No, okay. But yeah. So yeah, as I said, we will run into those dwarves again later. Oh. Yeah, dragons are a really bad thing because that means an archdemon is there. We're licking the couch. Why am I not showing audio input? Hold on. Oh, bother. Why is that not capturing audio? Device not connected. What? There we go. Sorry about that. We've gone all this way with no game audio because it decided to do something funky.
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no, I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Aha, see, there's our dwarven friends.
It's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? I can see why you might be suspicious, being a Grey Warden and all. Were I in your shoes, I would feel the same way. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt. Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Yeah, yeah. That would be a great weapon to have. Look at all those bonuses. And we haven't a chance of buying that. Or any of this stuff, really, because we're brokety broke. Yeah, that's tier 6. And tier 1 iron helmet. That's for a mage. If we had the money, I'd buy it for Morgan. Angled strikers. Ooh. 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 It's too bad there's such a low level. Bard's dancing shoes. Yeah, tier 7. Imperial weavers are for a mage. That would be nice if we had the money. That's for a mage. You know, a lot of the mage stuff doesn't actually give armor, it's just an enchantment on it. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, they got a lot of stuff, eh? Home of Arcane Technique. The book grants insight into the fate, increasing the reader's knowledge of spells. Fiction warrior or rogue. Yep. That's Bowden's stuff. Talk to Sandal.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
Alrighty, so. Select that, select that. Use movement speed, fire damage, electro damage. banister, the electrical. There. Oh. It puts my swords on fires. Who's Sten? Why is he here?
Why are we stopping?
Oh, that's right. Here's the
As you wish.
here's the guy we freed from the cage. Okay. Talk to Liliana.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything? He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me? Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
There we go. That gets Liliana's approval rating up. Because she is the one I'm going to try and romance this time around. Although you can...
What do you need?
Well, you can romance everybody.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for them when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just... Yes, I imagine you really have, haven't you? Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Dear's approval is up.
Oh, why, you
Talk to the
little...
doggo.
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look. Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
Apparently,
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Alistair, why are you scaring the dog?
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again. I just did.
Aww,
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Aww.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Nice of her to admit it. My goodness, it's just a lot.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's all the See, that leads to the world map. Send Alistair Leliana. Where is Morrigan's camp? I believe that's Morrigan's tent. Oh, there's Morrigan, over here.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. So I assume, My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell, and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Alrighty, and get some approval from Morgan. Where's the bucket? Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. I'm just gonna go see a man about a horse, and I will be back very shortly. Alrighty, and we are back. And I guess now we will continue on our journey. Yeah, so every time you leave camp, you have to re-choose your party.
Yes.
You take Alistair, you take
Indeed.
Morrigan, and you take
Indeed.
Liliana. Okay, so we're at the party camp. We were in Lothering. Ostagar, Flemeth's Hut, Baraki Wilds. We cannot go to either of those because they're devastated. Island Docks, Lothering, Killing Outskirts, Denerim. I think our next stop could be Redcliffe Village. We have a quest to turn in there anyways. Holy heck, we made it there without an encounter. The little blood trail shows your progress, and of course if swords show up, we gotta fight.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier. I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly? I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Oh dang! And we got half a king with us.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me. She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. My blood has never been important to me. I've spent my whole life trying to forget about it and being told that I would never sit on the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens. No, I suppose not. I don't feel very lucky at all, to be honest.
Ooh, we got sparkle leads back here. Go in the house. What I'm guessing is a guard on the bridge?
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us? So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard? He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Monsters pouring out of the castle. Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant at all.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Kaelin risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault. Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Kalen dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. Of course. I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes? Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more. Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible. I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead,
Yeah, this is not
spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
We're not going to push people for rewards. Approves, Liliana approves, Morrigan disapproves of this. Yeah, Morrigan is very easy to get a disapproval from. She doesn't like doing anything that helps, well, anyone.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Good day.
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right. I want to go home. Where's
Look.
Father? Why can't we go home?
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since. I am.
Oh.
You've heard of me? Oh? Oh, his lockbox! If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
I already told you.
There we
Father is
go, and
outside,
that's that
warning
quest
from the
done.
bad men. We must stay here and be brave.
Alright, let's see. And we're slowly making our way up.
I guess so.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to
Wow,
kick her in the
Morgan
head
told.
while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful. You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence.
And as I said, in this game you can romance pretty much everybody except the dog. Makes sense. So some people will object to the fact that they can't romance a dog just because they can. That said, there is what's considered to be the good ending for the game.
Do you think it's something
Actually
in the
involves
water?
you doing a romance with Morgan and having a baby. Yeah, making a baby is the way to get a good ending. I mean, there's more to it than just you made a baby, but it's kind of part of it. Thank God, there's no swimming. That's somebody's house. Chitten's house.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle.
They say your mother is Flemeth,
I'm just
a
looking
witch
for
of the
stuff to
Kokari Wilds.
grab.
They also say
we'll
that
talk
washing
to
your
the
feet in
peoples.
winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right. And they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams.
And done.
No little girl wants to hear about the wild women her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
You know, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Well, sure, they take the dead and they, you know...
I don't want to think about that.
I guess this might be the last night after all.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king. So you say? A damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight. I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge. We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help. His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first. I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
So what can we do? Leave?
Okay, so this is the blacksmithy.
Go away. Curse you! Leave me in peace! You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough. All right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Here we go.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are? A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone! I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us? Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night. If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can. I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Ooh, yeah, Morgan disproved. Morgan disproved
I must admit,
everything.
it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however. Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Nothing's there that we need. Still on that, we'll still on that. Yeah, he hasn't really got anything that's an upgrade for us here. I mean, eventually we do gain a mage. Well, we do. Well, we've got a mage. That's Morgan. So. Alright. Okay. Go back out to the village. And tell Murdoch that the smith's going back to work.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget. I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow. You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Okay, now, I don't think we can go up here. Or can we? Apparently we can. A boat is being built a very long, long ways away from the water. We've got a house. Yeah, we'll have to check out the buildings, see what we can loot.
Yes? What can I do for you? Very well.
Obviously, he's somebody we're supposed to be able to interact with later.
Success!
Okay. What a place to choose to make your house. Okay, we're gonna come back down here. I'm gonna check out the buildings that we had access to. This way, that way, trying not to run off of the ledge. This is a dead end. the general store. There we go. Supplies. There's a lamp oil in these barrels.
Are you daft?
I don't have the skill to crack that. Tattered shopping list. Village under siege. Find a use for the barrels of oil. Missing child. Right, okay. Gaining the entrance to the wilds from Oscar, look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. Pass under a fallen tree bridge. Pass a submerged tower on the right. Look between a high ruined arch and a mossy standing stone. Roots and stones for two large statues with a chest between them. Okay, we found that. Okay. Farewell letter to Jogboy. Yeah. Rigby's last will and testament. Signs of the chastened. Thorium regrets. Okay. So we'll let them know about the oil as well before we go talk to Sir Perth. And they'll send people over to get that, and they can use fire to defend. Somebody in here?
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home. Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out. Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there. Why? When did this town ever rush to my rescue? You look more than competent. With you out there, they don't really need me, do they? Maybe. Let's hear what you've got. And what good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead. I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got? Are you serious? I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers. Do I look like an elf? I'm not that cheap. It's 100, or it's no deal. Then why are you wasting my time?
Well, let's try intimidating him then.
That's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go, if you want me out there so badly. Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Somehow I doubt this is his house even. That's more defenses for the village. Even if he had to be coerced into defending it. Nope, can't get in that house. That house is not something we can enter and loot. Oh, Jesus. Don't go that way. Murdoch, no.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else? You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here, Dwin.
You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags.
I wonder if
you,
doing that house up there will do something with the oil.
Tear here,
Go talk to him first, then we'll go see Sir Perth.
I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, better to guard against the cold in Ferelden.
Yes, what can I do for you? Very well.
Nope, so he doesn't do anything with the oil. Maybe it's Sir Perth that does something with the oil. We'll get Sir Perth, and then before I talk to Morrigan, I'm going to re-talk to other key people.
All right, I've come up with one. A question that you can't answer.
Are you talking to me?
That's right. You think you're so smart. I've got an academic question that I bet you won't be able to answer.
Oh, I doubt that.
So tell me then, what was the name of Andraste's husband?
This is a religious question, not an academic one.
I'm going to pause it here. I'll be right back. Unfortunately, side effects of getting older and having diabetes means I gotta run a little more frequently than others. We'll be right back in just a moment. Alrighty, I am back. What do I think of it? Just in case. Been a while since it did a save. I'm gonna save this.
You're joking.
There we go.
I care nothing for your religion, and this game of yours is over.
Oh!
Ooh,
We got
windmill.
lootable things.
I once took a
Here's
ride on the
another
sails of a
globe.
windmill. Didn't turn out well.
When we talk to Sir Perth, we're gonna check out this windmill. That is a door. That could be our way in to the castle.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
As you wish, and thank you kindly.
I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost. No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly? Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime? Ask me whatever you wish. I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know. Ah, a fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the Chantry. I suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more. When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here. The Owl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told. We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish. Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks. Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. As you wish. We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Good. He's going to use the oil. Cause trouble for the bad guys, which is what we want. Excuse me. Sell some stuff off to the blacksmith, then we'll go check this.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however. Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Okay. I have cured gloves. Okay. Selling the cured gloves. I never use traps. Just selling those. Rock salt is good to have.
see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally.
Anything about
There's
that?
no way I'm sobering up before morning, however. Find my Velena. That's all I want.
Okay, let's see if we can get down into here.
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up. Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, wow. Well, we'll take everything. It's definitely rough. It's rough quality.
Do you have any tales of the wilds?
None of the sort you like. No princesses in tall towers or knights throwing themselves at whole armies.
That's not all I like.
Do you want tales of the chastened wilders who dwell in the marsh? Do you want to hear of the slow deaths they inflict on their enemies? Perhaps a tale of the poisonous creatures of the wilds that lay their eggs on your skin so their young may eat you alive when hatched? Or a tale of my mother's marsh cuisine? That, in my opinion, is the most terrifying.
Taking us home. I don't think we've been in here.
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me? How do you know my name? Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it. Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will. No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. All right, I came out. You won't hurt me, will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want. I can't tell you. It's a secret. You could. All right, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's, and Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother. In the chest, in Mother's room, Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone. You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be all right, even if Mother is dead. Oh, all right. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Alrighty. Supposedly we've got a great sword that was used to... Green blade. It's a long sword. Does a lot more damage than this one does. Except this one's got bonus electrical damage.
Moving on.
Okay, so we found the little boy and got him returned, so that's another quest done. That's the general store. Okay, back into the Chantry. Talk to Caitlin, let her know we found her brother. He's begging us for money.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least. Use it well. If we survive, I'll gladly take it back. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone... well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough. The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
Why haven't Mother
Blessed
and
art
Father
thou who
returned
seeks
yet?
his forgiveness. Blessed art thou.
They're gone.
Ooh, and I leveled up. Oh, Morgan leveled up. Nice.
His return.
Gone on a long trip.
One there, one there. There's one there. We have one skill to spend. Mage, arcane, arcane bolt, arcane shield. Shapeshifter, give her shape of the bear. Sure. Not enough for me to level up. Oh, that's fine. Alistair does not have enough. Morgan's there. Liliana is almost there. Okay.
Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ear.
Be brave.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own.
Yes.
We are grateful for that. Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in return. I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that. I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to Sir Perth.
In the morning, we'll look for your
Don't know who that dude is. It's just sitting there in his house, though. Okay, so we go all the way back up to Sir Perth. Oh, this eats up a lot of time.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice. Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
No word from the castle?
No, all is still, as it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
Alrighty. Now back down to Murdoch. I don't know if he's going to send us up to him or what. Come on, Liliana. Ba-doop. Ba-doop.
It's done.
Good. It gives us our bardic inspiration.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown. Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
Well,
then good luck to you. You'll need it.
Now or never, the battle begins.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
It's time, men. Know that we fight for the Maker with our arm. Light the traps. Burn these foul creatures.
From the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help! Come on! We need to hurry!
Run while you can. Fear me.
Hold on. Oh, can't level up one.
Begin the onslaught. Let's make this quick.
Huh. One never expects creatures like this. Really. All right.
I can level her up. We survived. We lost one of the militiamen that I could see.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour. Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with He who is their Maker. Long may they know the peace of His love.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Woohoo! We're all prickly and such. Ooh, somebody else leveled up. It's me! I leveled up! I haven't learned a specialization yet. Go 2 points into strength, 1 into dex. It directly affects our ability to do stuff anyways. We go to cohesion, improved cohesion, expert cohesion. Poison making, combat training, combat tactics. We're going to analyze battlefield more astutely and consequently gains an additional combat tactics slot. And gain a small bonus to attack. Warriors and rogues gain access to 3rd tier weapon talents. Herbalism. We've got Morgan who can make those. Leanna's got trap making. Let's get the next tier up on combat stuff. Combat movement. Coup de grace. Ooh, automatic coup de grace. We'll take the coup de grace. Take the coup de grace. You know what? Back. I'm gonna take a point of dex, 2 points of dex, and a point of cunning. There. Yeah, because once I hit level 9, that will come in handy. And coup de grace, I don't want that. Coup de grace. Coup de grace is going to be much more useful, I think, right now. Now let's do leveled up as well. Use a Templar. So 1, 2 there. And 1 there. Warrior, he's got what? Powerful. That's a sustained skill. We got sword and board. Take that. Get rid of problems. We're all level 8 now, right? Yep. Okay, good. I'll stick with what he's got for now. Can we... No! All the lootables are gone! Oh no! Aww, that sucks. Take a note here. Old woman, villager. Okay, they're probably still in the chantry, or they've gone home. And we'll give her back her sword, because, well, we did promise to give it back.
You saved us. I can't believe we're alive, and it's finally over. That's what everyone is saying. We might have to evacuate the village if those Darkspawn come closer. It just seems so horrible. With Mother and Father both gone, I suppose they'll send us to an orphanage, maybe separated. At least we're both alive. I won't forget what you did, though. Neither of us will. Thank you. I can't take it back. If you need it, keep it. Grandfather would want it in the hands of a hero. I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money. That's a great deal of money. Of course, I accept. With this, I can hire a wagon to take us to Denerim. We have family there, and they'll take us in for sure now. Come on, Bevan, let's find one now. Make her watch over you. I'll never forget you.
It's the little things you do that help. Yeah. Morgan disproves. Okay, so I will be back in 1 second. And we're going to clean up around the village and then call it there. But I've got to run to the facilities again for a bit. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Oh, that is feels so much better.
There are many gone who we must honor. But we must also remember those who aided us in our dark.
There's a shiny bookshelf. XP.
Good day.
So we won the battle? If this is what war is like, with so many people hurt and dying, I don't want to think about what fighting the Darkspawn will be like. Van Tegan or Al Eamon will be calling for volunteers soon, won't they? They'll need an army to fight in the south now. I'll go when they call me, I guess. I'm going to get drunk first, though, if you'll excuse me.
No, about that. There's supposed to be a bar.
I'm still amazed we made it through the night in one piece and won. They'll be telling stories about this for years, I bet. Fighting's not over. We still have Darkspawn to battle, and if the Arl sends out the call, I'll be there for him. No offense, but I've lived under the Arl my whole life. I'll fight when he calls me, or when I absolutely need to, and that's it. If you'll excuse me, I think I'll offer the Maker a bit of thanks for not choosing to be a wrathful god today. Good luck to you.
The end is upon us! The dead rise, and foul magic spreads across the... Repent your sins before death! Beg for the Maker's divine forgiveness! I cannot. It is my sacred duty. Magic is everywhere. Everywhere! The time to repent has come! Ah, another one of the damned. They are everywhere.
You don't need him being a downer for everybody in town. Okay, now, we've got quite a few people level up, so we might have better gear available through the blacksmith. I don't think we have money, though. Unless we automatically collected loot from all those bodies out there. We shall
Good to
find
see
out.
you in one piece. Do you have news of Velena yet? Well, I'll give it some time. Now's the best time to go into the castle, though, and see for yourself. Remember, a promise is a promise. Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
He's got iridium daggers. Which is what I've got. Except my iridium daggers are enchanted. His aren't. He hasn't got much. Oh geez, and we've only got 3 silver. Iron axe, iron dagger. Such a nice sword, but it's seriously outclassed by literally everything else we have. Yeah, so we didn't get anything at all from all those bodies that were out there. Yeah, I shouldn't have been so eager. Why is he here? We just told him to bugger off. Oh, you're burning corpses. Okay.
Begging your pardon, we have a lot more bodies to burn before we can turn in. We have to do this before rot sets in.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet. Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Is that what Skippy's for that's up in that house that doesn't do anything? We did take the barrels of oil.
Don't think so.
Next level up I get, I'm taking that frickin' lockpicking skill up. But being able to take out stunned enemies is a little bit better for us in the long run right now. In the short term it's good, and in the long term it's a good skill to have. That's Dywin's home. He's probably back in here, right? Yeah, Dywin's back in here. Good. Okay. Not like we have much to say to him, but yeah. What I want to know is, where is this bar? There's supposed to be a vendor in a bar. Not there. Not there. There's nothing there. Caitlin's house, so that's not the bar.
Let me ask you this then, Morrigan. What if there really was a maker?
Then I would wonder why he has abandoned his creation. It seems terribly irresponsible of him.
He left us because we were determined to make our own way, even if we hurt ourselves. And he could not bear to watch.
But how do you know? You cannot ask him this. Perhaps he has gone to a new creation
deep
elsewhere
dark
and
before
abandoned
dawn's
this as a
first
dismal
light
failure.
Take that. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Best forgotten.
But
I do not
know
need
that
to
the
know,
sun always
because
rises.
I have faith. I believe in him and feel his hope and his love.
Faith. How quickly those who have no answers invoke that word.
How can someone who practices magic have so little capacity to believe in that which he cannot see?
Magic is real. I can touch it and command it, and I need no faith for it to fill me up inside. If you were looking for your higher power, there it is.
But only if you can control it. I do not envy the loneliness you must feel at times, Morrigan.
Leave me be. Loneliness.
Okay, so this is the tavern. Haha. Just didn't go far enough up to one side of the hill. Well, there's nothing lootable back here.
If it isn't the hero of the day, what can I get you? Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
He has no weapons, no armor, no accessories. He's got some health stuff. What are those? We don't have the dog with us, so we don't need to worry.
Surely there are better uses for our time.
I'd wager all these elves are working with the Darkspawn. They'd gladly sell us down a river.
You're probably right.
What's to be done? What can we do?
Just keep your head down, that's what. And your wits about you.
Okay. As you see, money is kind of tight and hard to come by. It doesn't help when you give away money to other people too. Alrighty, so I wonder, now that we've spoken to that mage down there, what change what this guy does?
Yes, what can I do for you? Very well.
No? Okay, so he's got to be after we found the convenient sack type deal, or whatever the heck it was they were talking about. Jeez, there's nothing left down there.
It is sad to think of how much death there has been here. But we have saved the village beyond all expectations. You have done well, my friend. I will remain here to guard the village and receive any fellow knights as they continue to return. At least until the castle is retaken.
Andraste's Grace, ooh.
Move along, friend. Thank you.
Do that. I'm gonna go take a look at the map. Yes, there's absolutely nothing we can do for those quests we just picked up in town. Oh, that would bring us to the world map up there. Okay. Okay, but anyways, we are going to save here. I know where my teeth.
Let's get on with it then.
Turn that off. Haha. Okay, so, anyways, this is where we're going to leave it. And in our next episode, we'll pick up right from here with Van Tegan, as we're probably going to use that little hidey hole I've seen in the mill to bring us through to the giant castle on the hill, which we can't see from there. The giant castle on the hill. We clearly can see from here. I just wasn't paying attention. And try to free the castle and the Arl and the blacksmith's daughter and probably some puppies and kitties and the 9 million other things that need our help. So, until next time, I want y'all to have a good one. This is Takis signing out, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye now.